Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to continue our Bolt series. And what we're going to do today is create our first theme. And so the theme that Bolt uses by default is actually called base-2013. So it's the base theme for 2013. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create our own theme, and we're going to use that for this site. It's going to be awesome, okay? So one thing we want to do first is I want to go to my Finder, and then I'm going to browse to the site directory. And in here under Theme, if you open this down, you'll see Base 2013. And what I'm going to do is just copy this. And now that it's copied, I'm going to call this Level Up. And here we have a theme. So now if I go into Sublime Text, let's make this fit. You can see that I have this Level Up theme, and it has all these files in it that are .twig extension. And don't be worried about the .twig because it's really just a form of an HTML document that uses some templating tags. So it's going to be using these curly brackets here to denote when you're going to use some data. So what these twig files are is really, it's a templating language. It makes it easier to code sites than just straight up PHP. And if you've used something like Expression Engine before, you may be really, totally experienced with this type of interface or this type of templating language. And it's the same thing that you can find in all sorts of other frameworks and CMSs. So it's a good time to get used to it, and we're going to go over how to do twig template files in future tutorials. However, since we did just copy this theme, we should probably change it so we can tell if we're actually using this theme or not when we set a new one. So let's go to Style Sheets right here, and into App CSS. You'll notice there's these two other ones, Foundation and Foundation Min. This is using a Zurb Foundation. So they have their default styles, and that provides some default functionality, their grid framework and stuff like that. You can always check out Zurb's Foundation, and I believe this is Foundation 3. They just recently released Foundation 4, but it shouldn't matter much. You can check out their documentation to see exactly what's available. But let's do something interesting so we know it's not using this. We're just going to change the font family to Helvetica, and that's not really that interesting, but it will make it pretty obvious that we're not using this old theme anymore once we tell it a new theme. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm also going to just add a background color to the body, and this one is this F8, F8, F8. And you can see it's sort of this creamy grayish white that's in the background here. We're just going to set this to super ugly blue for 1 second, just so we can make sure that we're using the right theme here. So we have our theme. It's named Level Up. It's right here. How do we enable this theme? Well, you're going to want to click on App, and then Config, and then config.yml. And in here you can see a bunch of cool stuff. While we're in here, we're actually going to change the name of the website to Level Up Bolt. And the amazing payoff goes here. Of course, we'll leave that. And so if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see theme. And all you need here is the name of your theme. So ours was just Level Up, all one word, just like that. And if we save this, come back to our site, if we refresh, you notice that we now have this hideous blue background, and our headlines, everything's Helvetica. So we're now using our own theme. So that's it. This is an ugly result. We're going to make it cooler in the next video, but we have our own theme. We're using our own theme, and even though we're relying on some of the styles from the past theme, it's still a brand new theme, and once we nuke it out or write our own code, it's going to be looking like a real website, like how we want it to. So as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment in the video or hit us up at Twitter at Level Up Tuts. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you want to see, any of that stuff. And thanks for watching. Bye.